No, Fan killed me. I'm dead. This is why it's so bright here. It's the pearly gates. Is China like Night City? Yes. That was my first reaction coming to Guangzhou. Is holy shit, I'm in Night City. Okay, you don't understand this. There is nothing like Night City in Bulgaria. Like, it doesn't even come close, right? Like, we don't have the high-rise buildings, the futuristic shit. Bro, we barely have running water. So the culture shock of me going to China and seeing bullet trains, high-rise buildings, a bunch of futuristic ass shit. The buildings yesterday around the river were so tall, and I was just staring at them. And Fiona was like, "What are you staring?" Okay, she didn't say that, but I was like, "These buildings are crazy." She said, "That's normal." And I said, "You don't have shit like this in Bulgaria." I appreciate you shit talking Bulgaria, brother. I was shit talking Bulgaria. I'm just saying it's very different. Guys, I do want to point out that in the background, I am queuing up. Oh, I told this on Fan stream, guys. Are you listening to my story? First day I arrived, they picked me up. I have 5-hour delays, and they sent me to a spa. I go in with my luggage. It was really fancy. I went in. I went to the locker room. I had a personal assistant, and he said, "Take off your clothes." I took off my clothes. Then he pointed at my underwear and said, "Take off your underwear." Okay. So I get fully naked. I get fully naked with my Chungus out. That's the first hour within Guangzhou. My Chungus out, just doing Chungus stuff, you know. She guang on my guang type shit, right? So I'm naked. They give me a towel. I cover myself. It says go shower. I shower. So I did that, and then I went out, and there's just a bunch of naked Chinese men. Cam died. There's a hot, like a hotter tub. There was a sauna. I went to the sauna with my towel. I wasn't staring at their chunguses, but I did go to the sauna with two other men were there. And one guy just walks in, fully naked. He doesn't even wear a towel for some reason. Walks in, turns around, and everything's glass, and just stares through the glass with his chungus out and bare ass towards us, and chungus out to the people on the other side. And that's all he did for 10 minutes. I sit down, and the guy points at some random thing in Chinese and says this, and I say, okay. Then he says, take off your towel. Take off my towel, and says, lay down. And I lay down with my back, so I just have my dick out. My dick and two little chunguses just out in front of one man I just met. He doesn't even cover me up. He doesn't even cover me up. I'm just sitting there, and now I'm falling asleep, bro. He does a whitening thing, so he grabs a scrub and starts like scrubbing everywhere, like really hard. Also, I really need to fucking shit. Holy fuck, I'm gonna shit myself. Okay, guys, I really badly need to shit. Holy fucking shit, I'm gonna go find a bathroom. I actually can't.
With any hero, if they do fall from any source. 19. I mean, who needs the cap when you're able to play Magneto?
I'm still in queue, guys. I'm still in queue. I shit really fast. Also, why does China not have the chungus to clean the schmungus? You know what I mean? They don't have those. I haven't seen them once. Why do you need to clean the bathroom? What? No, I'm still in queue. Oh, as I was talking about the massage, I had my dick out, laid on my back, shirtless Chinese man was grabbing me gloveless and scrubbing the shit out of every orifice on my skin. And every time he would get to my thighs, he would grab a towel and move my chungus. And I would be on my back with a towel on my hair, my eyes. And then I get a Chinese man grabs my dick. And I was sitting there trying not to fall asleep and thinking how awkward it would be if I got hard. I didn't get hard. It wasn't even close. Then he shampooed me. No shampoo. Body wash all around my body, and then said go shower. And then told me to wash my hair. Oh yeah, he also would turn me around for that, right? So I was also with my bare ass. Well, if it was hard, then he wouldn't have a problem getting to my thighs.
refocus back here? It's a hard question, Chip, that I think I've asked you a few times, but what should Ground Zero do right now to kind of bring themselves back into it?
No, at this point, you've got to think.
Hello, ni hao. Guys, help me. I'm stuck in hell. I'm in limbo. Help. Guang Guang is so dissatisfied with me that he didn't even deport me from China. He fucking programmed me into the game. I'm now a part of the fucking code. As I was saying, I went to the buffet. Everybody else has been there for a while. And I obviously say hi to Fiona, whatever else. And I asked, I'm like, how's the massage? Thinking that all of these Americans got naked. In Europe, it's not the most weird thing to be naked with other men. But it's very weird for America. So I was curious what the experience was having their fucking chungus out. And they said, what do you mean? It was a normal massage. I was like, what? And they explained to me that their massage was literally fully clothed, just massage by some fucking person. And I was the only one getting oiled up and naked. And girl, nobody else got naked. Why are you so creeped out? By what? Being naked with the boys? Guys, being naked, there's nothing wrong with it. Having your chungus grabbed with a towel is a little bit more weird. You're covered by... I wasn't! That's my point! I wasn't covered by a towel. I don't think you understand. My chungus was there. I was laying on my back and I had my chungus and this guy was staring at it while he was fucking stroking my legs, bro. Oiled up. That's my point. I had no towel. He took that shit off. That's my point. I got violated within the first hour. The durian? Horrible fruit. It's the fruit that smells really badly. And we went to the buffet, smelled badly, even though there was so much good food, and I didn't know what it was. Bro, I'll be honest, durian is a completely fucking Asian thing, bro. If you're not Asian and you haven't had durian growing up, your ass is getting violated. Because that was so horrid, and I eat everything. The worst part was that there was a horrible aftertaste. And not only did I not enjoy this, I also decided to try a durian dessert that they had. And they also had durian pizza. I am still in queue. Necros is big and tall and handsome and sexy and beautiful and talented. If anyone's single in chat, how come you aren't on watch party? Guys, I wanted to play the fucking game, but I can't find the game, so I'm gonna move to the fucking couch, okay? Bow, guys. I slept 5 hours. I got abused by Fiona yesterday. Holy shit. She screamed at me, she beat me, and she bullied me, and she cut me off, and she fucking...
Oh yeah, he told
day I came from Bulgaria to China. I got picked up in a very fancy van and taken to a spa. Wow, that guy was zooming. Yeah. And then I was taken to a spa with my luggage, stinky clothes, traveling for 2 days, 5-hour delays. They sent me to a spa. I am so sleepy because my last flight was a 3-hour flight from Shanghai that was 3 hours delayed, and I was a middle seat in some old Chinese plane, and it was fucking crazy in there, and they were playing Chinese music, and I just felt like I didn't belong. So then I was super tired, sent to the spa. The guy tells me that we had like assistants there. I don't fucking know what was going on, but the guy just didn't speak a lick of English. He just pointed at me and he was like, take off your clothes. And I'm like, okay. And then I take off my clothes, and then I'm in my underwear, and then he points at my underwear and says, take off your underwear. I'm like, holy fuck. So I'm like, whatever. So I just took off my underwear. I don't care if this guy sees my dick. So I take off my underwear. He gives me a fucking chungus hiding device, also known as a towel. I hide my chungus, and I walk, and he says, go shower. So I go shower, and I had like shampoos, body wash, hair conditioners, all of that shit. So that shower wasn't even like closed off rooms. The moment you leave the shower, they can see your chungus again. So I go out, shower, air my chungus out again, put a towel on, start going to the public area where all the other men are. And there's just a bunch of naked Chinese men. That's like first 2 hours of me being in Guangzhou.
Bro, they're just like they don't care. They're just free balling it.
They were just free balling it. It's like the gym in Bulgaria.
Look at there was aura farming in the middle of the sauna.
So just chungus out, airing them, free, like, you know, whatever. And then I'm like, what do I do now? And they didn't speak English, so they're like, sauna. I'm like, okay, I just follow orders. So I go to the sauna, naked men with towels, and then one guy just walks in, and he just stands
with his bare ass towards us, no towel, and his chungus out to the glass door, pointing at everyone else fucking swimming. And he's sitting there, unironically, for 10 fucking minutes, not moving an inch, with his dick out and hairy ass towards us. And I'm just sitting there sweating, and it's the most interesting experience of my life. And I'm just looking at the timer and sweating and sweating. I'm sweating buckets. I'm looking at this guy's ass. And then the other two Chinese men, they're just speaking Chinese. I'm the only white guy inside. So I'm like, okay, I'm done. I leave, and then I ask the guy, what do I do now? And he says, massage. I'm like, okay. So he points at the direction of where the massage is. Mind you, that's not private either. There's like, somebody else can have a massage at the same time. And then he points at a piece of paper and says this. And I'm like, okay. And then he says, okay. And I say, okay. And I'm like, all right. And then he says, take off your towel. Like, points at it. I'm like, okay. So I just take off my towel. He sees my chungus. Full blast. Full bast. And then he says, points at the thing and lay down. And I lay down, and then with my chungus forward, mind you, with my chungus forward, naked chungus, and I'm so sleepy. And then he puts a towel over my eyes, and I'm just, what the fuck is happening now, right? So he says, he starts like fucking scrubbing the shit out of me, and like, it is actually low-key kind of painful because he's just scrubbing, and I'm falling asleep because it's so fucking tired. And this guy just gets to my thighs and fucking keeps touching my chungus randomly, right? Like, he like brushes it off his hand because he needs to get to my inner thighs. And then when it gets too close, he grabs a towel and grabs my dick and then moves it aside. And then keeps fucking chungusing my chungus. And then while he's doing that, he goes to the other thigh, moves my chungus again to the other side. No, listen. I felt zero shame, right? I genuinely didn't care. I just didn't care. And kept fucking scrubbing the shit out of my thighs. And then he grabbed me by the shoulders, did this, and said flip. And then I flipped around, now bare ass towards him, and then he did the same thing without moving any chunguses. So then he grabbed a bunch of shampoo and body wash, scrubbed it in everywhere, and then pointed at the shower and said shower. There was a shower there. And I showered, and he said no shower later, wash hair. And I washed my hair too, and I was sitting there, and then I was like, okay, we're done. And then he's no, and then he points to the thing again and says, lay down. And I lay down, again, chungus out, and he puts a towel everywhere but on my dick. So I'm just sitting there with my dick out, and he's just fucking massaging me with oil. So he oils me up in every orifice known to mankind. And then when he gets to my thighs again, he moves my chungus around again and keeps brushing into it, and then keeps oiling me and moving and stretching me around, quite literally, keeps grabbing my legs and keeps doing movements with it, and then my toes, and then oils everything up. And then he flips me around, and then I'm again with my ass bare naked, and then he fucking does the same thing everywhere and moves my legs, moves my arms, pops my fucking fingers, pops my fucking toes. And I'm not joking, this was my experience, and the only thing I'm thinking about is I don't want to fall asleep because that would be awkward while this guy's fucking manhandling me. And then I also was kind of wondering, wouldn't it be funny if randomly I got erect there? And I just really got worried for a second, but it was not gonna happen because I was too sleepy. And the second of all, I'm not into men. So I didn't feel any shame. Those were my two questions in my fucking head. So after he got done oiling me up and doing all that shit, he said stand up, and then I put my towel on, and then he slapped me on the ass, and then I continued. No, I'm joking. He didn't slap me on the ass, but he put the towel on, I put my towel on, and then he said goodbye, and that was my experience. And then I went back to seeing naked Chinese men right after, and yeah. And then the funniest part was, I thought, because everyone else has been there for hours now, I thought everybody had the same experience. So I went to the buffet, and I was like, yo guys, how was the experience being naked with a bunch of Chinese men? And nobody understood.
We were all clothed.
Everyone, I was the only one who got naked. Everyone else, they were looking at me weird. I was like, what the
We were like, you got naked? Because I tried to get naked, because I thought I normally get naked for massages. I tried to get naked, and the lady was like, oh, no. no need to get naked.
So they just got only me naked, oiled up, and then let me fucking fry, and then everybody else just fucking got massaged fully clothed. Why did I get naked?
Yeah. I got massaged by like a tiny fucking Chinese lady, bro. She was like stepping on me.
They're all so
got
tiny.
A much different experience.
I didn't care because in Europe it's whatever, like a man seeing your dick. I don't fucking care, right? So I didn't care that much. I was more curious to see the Americans getting oiled up naked because I know that is more taboo to them. But turns out none of them got fucking oiled up nor naked. And I'm like, bro, I was gonna share a fucking bonding experience with my boys, but instead I got molested.
I'm pretty sure the reason why is because Bogur came in alone and we all came in as a big English-speaking group. So the staff recommended 3 different massages for us to try, and all 3 were clothed options, I guess.
Yeah. No, it was great.